Like, bitch, please get out my face out. I'm sorry. That's just what I do. Like, yeah, I get into character. Hey, welcome to my channel. Today I will be doing a tutorial on this easy birthday or prom glam, and I hope you enjoy it, so keep watching. Hey y'all, so I already did my eyebrows off camera. My next tutorial will be, you know, the details on filling in your brows or whatever, but we're gonna just get right into this and start with priming the eyes. And this isn't an actual primer, but I use this as a base for my eyes before I apply my shadows. This is a concealer in the color Warm Sand, LA Pro Girl concealer, color Warm Sand, and that's what I will be using to prime my eyes or as a base for my shadow. This is the Real Techniques, what is this called? Deluxe crease brush. I don't know, I got it in like a pack of many other Real Technique brushes. I use this to blend out the concealer. I'm now gonna use my Jaclyn Hill Morph palette. It's a little dirty, but you know, it still works, whatever. I will be going in with this color right here. The name of it is Pookie. I don't even know if I can see it. Pookie right over here. When we apply the shadow, we're going to do it in a tapping motion rather than, like, you know, that swish, swish, swoosh thing. We're gonna just go tap, tap, tap. I realized that this motion actually does work better. So we're gonna apply it like so, you know, very close, not too close to the brow, but, you know, high above my crease. I have hooded eyes, so yeah. And I will do the same thing to the next side off camera. Okay, so now we're going to use the Saharan by Juvia's palette. I don't know the name of the palette. I think that is the name of the palette. I don't know. But we're going to use the color Jamila, which is this orangey color right over here. Just apply a little bit of that on your brush. This is a different brush. I mean, they look the exact same, but this is a different brush. And so we're going to apply it in the same tapping motion underneath the brown, like underneath the place where you place the nudish brownish shadow, Pookie, that shadow. We're gonna do it underneath there. Okay, now that we did that, we're gonna go back in with the brush that we used the first time, and we're gonna take back the Jaclyn Hill palette, but we're not gonna go back to Pookie. We're gonna we will go to this color over here, Buns. Place it lightly on your brush, and we're gonna blend in the Pookie and Jamila. We're gonna blend those two in with Buns. Now I will do the same thing to the next eye, adding Jamila and Buns. Okay, now that we applied all the shadow that we needed, we will be using this concealer in the color Light Ivory to cut my crease with. I use a flat concealer brush, which I got from Ulta. It's Ulta branded, so it's not anything, you know, too expensive. I think it was about $5.99. I don't know, I bought this like a year or two ago. And I press it out with my hand like you see me doing now to make it really flat, really flat. And I just put the concealer on my hand like so, and put some on both sides. And make sure when you put it on both sides, you smooth it out so it's not like lumpy or whatever, so you have control over it, like so. Please don't mind my pinky. Okay, now look closely. I hope you guys see this. take this and you press it on like so. Press it on just like that. And you keep doing that. Okay, so I cut this crease now, and if you realize, I made this cut crease wider than I did this cut crease because I wasn't paying attention. But that's nothing, you know, nothing you can't fix. It's whatever. So now I'm gonna go back into my Juvia's Place palette, and I will be applying this shade, Fula, this pink shade right here, on top of the cut crease I just made because I will be applying pink glitter. But I'm gonna do this first. And for that, I will take a flat fluffy brush and apply it. A regular fluffy brush. I got it from Forever 21 in a brush set. My best friend gave it to me for Christmas. So, you know, inexpensive brushes also work. Take this color, Fula, put it all over the brush. Yeah. And then put it on the cut crease area. You just press it on like so. It's really easy, like you could do this. And just make sure you stay, like, you know, color in the lines. Like, you know, just stay in the line, stay in the cut crease. Try not to get out of the cut crease so you don't, you know, mix it in with the shadow by mistake. Now, you see that white area that I did not touch yet? Because this brush is a little too fluffy to get over there, I'd rather use a smaller brush to make sure that I do not pass that cut crease line. I take this e.l.f. brush. It's a concealer brush, e.l.f. concealer brush. It was about, I don't know, $3. And go back into Fula and get closer to the line. Isn't she cute? She cute. And that's real easy, real simple. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the next eye. You can watch. And like I said, since this one is wider than the other, I will fix that now before going any further. Take the brush that I used to apply the brown shadow, and I'm going to go back into this palette. I'm gonna use this brown color down here. I actually haven't used it yet, but we're using it today, sis. Just apply as much as you can. Hit some off. And we're going to lightly, this is a darker brown, so lightly cut into, like, get into that cut crease a little bit. Just watch what I do. Tapping motion, not, you know, swivelly or anything like that. Okay, now that we've gotten into there that much, we're gonna do the same thing for the other eye. Because this one is more further out than this one, we have to apply a little more and go deeper in, so it could be equivalent to this eye. Now that was real easy. Now we're gonna go in with my glitter. I'm going to use the pink one today. This one right here is the one that I'm using today. But I just recently got these. It was my first time using them, and they look awesome, so I'm happy. Ooh, look at her. I don't remember what color I brought this in, but you could check their site out and you definitely see this. Look at her, she look cute. I'm going to use my duo glue to attach, adhere. to apply the glitter. I don't know. My vocabulary been sucking. Okay, now that you applied that, you take the same brush that you used to apply Fula and you dip it inside. Ooh, she pretty. Ooh, she's sexy. And then you just put it on top of the glue. Like so. Some is definitely gonna fall all over your face. I'm gonna use my finger, actually. Ooh, look at that already. Ooh, she real cute. Now I will do the same exact thing to the next eye. And I will go back in with the brush that I used that had the brown shadow. I'm not gonna apply any more shadow to it. Just gonna go in with that brush that used the excess shadow to blend it in. Now I will be using this e.l.f. eyeliner, but I will be using the brush from this NYX eyeliner. The e.l.f. eyeliner is better, but the brush from the NYX one is skinnier, so I prefer to use that brush than this brush. So I'll just switch out the brushes, like so. And I'll do the liner. Now, liner is something that I think I might have to do a separate video for, because I have to really focus and the mirror is like really close to my face. So hopefully you guys can see this, but if you can't, just look forward to an eyeliner video. Okay, now that I'm done with the eyes, I will start on the face. Okay, so the primer that I'll be using today is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Filler Eraser, my fault. And I don't know, I think I like this one the most. It smooths my skin out and all that. Like, this is like the best primer, drugstore primer to me. The foundation I'll be using today is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. This is in the shade Carcasas. Like, this is bomb. Like, this shade is perfect for me. Like, oof, I keep burping. I'm like, oof. Anyways, this shade is perfect for me. Like, thebomb.com. The bomb. So I apply the foundation with the flat concealer brush. I already wiped it off and everything, so you don't have to worry about the other concealer being on there that I used earlier. Take it and just, you know, put it all over your face. You should apply it. I mean, you could apply it honestly however you want. Like, it don't even matter how you apply it. It matters how you blend it out. So, yeah. This is a brush that I got off of Amazon. BS Small. It came with a pack of like 10 or 12 brushes, and that's like, those brushes are my fave. Like, those brushes they were like what, $8.99, $9.99, something like that. It's really cheap, really good too. So I blend it in by tapping it in. I then go in with my wet beauty blender and just, you know, go over it to pick up any excess foundation and to blend it in better. Now for the concealers under my eyes and forehead and everywhere else, I will be using the color, these concealers in the color Fawn and Warm Sands. I will be mixing them and then applying them. I take my concealer brush, which I use to apply my foundation. Like, this brush is so handy. Like, I use this so much. Like, you guys have to get this. Like, it was so cheap. Ulta flat brush. Like, anyways, take the brush to combine the Fawn and Warm Sands until it is mixed into my liking. Mix it like so. And then I will apply it underneath my eyes and elsewhere. So when I apply this concealer, I do a straight line on the nose, on the side of the nose, and then I spread it out like so. When I spread it out, I make sure it's not wet to smile and to make sure I don't go past where my cheek ends. Don't drag it down here or anything like that. It's stupid. So just don't. And if I have any messed up eyeliner, I take this concealer and bring it upwards towards there like so. But my eyeliner is fine, so I'm not even gonna do that. I let it sit there and dry for a bit before I decide to touch it, so that, you know, yeah. I will take my beauty blender and blend it all out. I'll go back in with my foundation brush to blend out the ends of the concealer, if that makes sense. I don't know. Ta-da, you're done. It's like, no, you're not done. I'm now going to use my Sacha Buttercup settings powder to conceal and set underneath my eyes and all the other places that I already concealed with concealer. Although we did not put concealer underneath the cheeks, I like to do this to give me to make it look like I have high cheekbones, although I don't. And then I put it over around my mouth to cover any smile lines or parentheses that may appear later on. I know, I love the look with setting powder. Like, this is just so like, I don't know, I think it looks really sexy. That's just me though. I'm now going to go with my favorite contour palette. And I don't contour. This is a contour palette, but I will not be contouring. I don't like contour. I don't feel like necessary. So I bronze. But this palette, it was $7.99 from Rite Aid. They got it at CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens, Walmart, online. Like, please get it. So I use my bigger brush. It's also Real Techniques brush. All my brushes are Real Techniques and BH Cosmetics. Actually, okay, never mind. I have different brushes. Never mind. Okay, I will take the contour color, a little bit on the brush, and take a little bit of the sculpt color. Mix it around, you know. And I will bronze with it. Just watch what I do. Lightly, so lightly. I'm using a light hand. If you go heavy, you end up with a dark line across your face, and that's not cute. So, and I go in circular motions. Go a little bit on the forehead. Circular motions. And you do this to the places where you didn't put setting powder at. I usually use the other brush to do my nose. Let me just show you what brush I use. This is a Real Technique base shadow brush. Also, another tip for like newly people starting makeup. Just because a brush says it's for one specific thing, don't just use it for that one specific thing. You can use it for a whole bunch of other things. So I don't know. Because I remember when I first started doing makeup and I'm like, oh, this brush is only for eyeliner, only for eyeliner. Like, no. There's so many things you could do with it. Anyways, get back to this mixing. And I do the nose with this small brush. I and you drag it up to there. Go back down. Curve the nose. Do the same thing to the other side. Drag it up. Come back down. Take a little more powder if you need to. And I like to make a line across here. I'm not contouring my nose. I think my nose is fine. So I'm not gonna contour it. I never do. Then I take my smaller Real Techniques brush and I just do the middle color. Only the middle color. And I wipe off any excess powder that I have in my face. I will then apply mascara to my bottom lashes. Why isn't it open? For my bottom lashes, I apply mascara this. I apply mascara this way rather than this way. I like it this way. Like my mouth has to be open to do it, so like don't like make fun of me. Like I don't know, it's just a habit. Like I think I'll undo it. If I do my mouth closed, it doesn't look the same. It just doesn't. And you are done, almost. Now all we have to do is highlight. So for highlight, I use the Fenty highlighter, but I'm not gonna use that today. Since my eyes are pink today, I will, you know, stick my hands in some pink highlighter and see how that goes. And if you don't have highlighter, you could always use eyeshadow. Like, you know, if you, like there's so many things you could use in replace of highlighter. And one of them is eyeshadow. Any sparkly, glittery eyeshadow, like such as this. Hold on, let me show y'all. Like any of these shimmery colors, you could use as highlight. I think I might just use this one as highlight today. Let me see this color. It's cute. I don't know. I'll see. So I'm gonna go into the color Starburst, and I'll just go to this color Starburst and Gumdrop, and blend lightly, sis. Lightly. And then for highlighting my nose, I use this brush. It's a shadow brush. It's one of the BS Small brushes that I told you guys about. Ow. This is how it ends up. Like, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in on this. Okay, I hope this is like enough for you guys to see. Like, do you see it? Oh, I hope you guys see it. I really do, because I look so good. Okay, we're gonna zoom back out. I then take my Fenty lip gloss. It's so tiny, isn't it so cute? It came with a tiny little highlighter too. So cute. My brother got it for me. Thank you, brother. So cute. This is in the color Fenty Glow. I also have Fussy, but I don't know. I'm gonna use this one today. Am I hearing stuff? Oh, ooh, she melting. She wet. Okay. Apply it on your lips like so. Blend it in. Now let down your beautiful hair. Take off that ratchet ass head tie. You take off your bonnet. Take off your shower cap, whatever you got going on up there. Put your wig on or do your motherfucking hair. And all you gotta do is take your setting spray. Mine's is the Morphe setting spray. Sometimes I use Fix Plus. And you just spray. And you're done. Like, now it's just time to go out there and be a baddie and show the rest of them how you do it, okay? Like, it's your birthday or it's your prom or you just being a bad bitch because you got the time for it and you just slay. And you see how easy this was? Like, this was so easy. And I hope you guys think that too. All right, maybe the eyeliner part wasn't that easy, but everything else, so easy. Do this in your sleep, okay? See you in my next video.